We good now?
I mean, are you good?
I'm good. We apologize. I was just telling the brother that I actually had a partial seizure while we were sitting here because it took me a long time to get to my words on this particular one thing. I couldn't get the words, so I knew what was going on. But to continue with the question, you were asking about a traditional perspective on ancestors?
Yes.
Is that what, okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so we had a brother who was telling us that, he loves the Lord, he loves God and everything, and we were just wanting to make sure that we encourage him. We don't want to beat people up and things of that nature, because we understand that a lot of the concepts that we've taken on, we don't actually know how they came about to us.
Okay.
I mean, words, names, and everything. So we told him, we said, if we say that we come from the source, who is the Almighty, the Most High, there are different names that have been used through different people's languages for it, such as when you hear Yahweh coming from that root word Haya, talking about the existing one who exists, right? We're saying this source exists. If you call him the grand architect of the universe, if you call it the great spirit of eternal creation, these are terms, attributes talking about a source from which we come. And then you have another term like angels. That's a Latin word coming from the word angelos, which means messenger. They take that from that Hebrew word also, which is malak, which also means messenger, or one who is dispatched, a ruler that's dispatched from this existing one that is the source, so Yahweh, if you would. So what we're saying is, if we are children of the Most High, if we come from the Most High as children or progeny from the Most High, then just by definition alone, that automatically says that this being is our greatest ancestor. And then when we say that there are messengers that this being sends, if you believe that there are prophets that have received messages from angels, if you believe that angels have been put charge concerning you in your vehicle when you pray before you drive, then the way that our traditional ancestors looked at it and still look at it is that those ancestors are indeed the messengers or the angels which have the ability to be able to intercede on your behalf from the source. So what has happened is, like I put in a post, I put a post on Facebook recently, and I said many of us, most of us, practice syncretism and don't even know it. What has happened is we have synchronized particular ideologies on top of each other, not knowing where the original source of this particular thought came from. But what we do know as an actual fact, which is inevitable, is that the first people on this planet are from Africa. And the people who first had knowledge, which is utilized in a practical manner, which we would call science, right? And engineering, our ancestors are the first scientists to know. And we operated with the spiritual science, operating with the forces of nature rather than working against nature. Like what I said earlier about the quote-unquote sorceries, which end up being your pharmaceuticals and pharmakeia. These unnatural means of treating things that actually end up causing more problems than solutions. So I think that does that suffice for that question?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty decent. I mean, it lets you kind of know it's pretty much it as you say, the synchronicity of it.
Right.
It syncs together. Some people, it's just the different terminologies that
and then the question is, like, if somebody turn around and they put an image in your face and they connect it to this particular word, and they don't even give you the opportunity to learn the language that this word comes from, anything else like that, that puts us at a disadvantage because we don't know. And then it really hurts when the image that we look at looks nothing like us. Because then they say, okay, so if this is the image of, God, then in my subconscious mind, what must I be? Am I cursed? Or not? And they hurt us with that. And they hurt us in our mind. So then we are afraid to even look for our natural remedies to our way, because we forgot how we actually already knew. We got grandmothers and grandfathers who, because of their genetics and their connection spiritually, knew how to be able to go out into the woods and things, to be able to get roots and know how to be able to heal us by foods and the things that we eat and practices that we do as far as breathing and things of this nature. We have lost all type of access to that. My job right now in this moment is to go back and get it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, and so with that, just touching on that again, as far as the connection between Africa, I mean, it seems as though, of course, this sorcery over here has, well, it wouldn't be right to say it failed you, because it's done what it was supposed to do, pretty much.
I agree.
That's not what you were wanting. That's not what you were expecting.
Well, we put it like this.
It's like you expected the cure.
Yeah.
You expected a healing.
Yeah.
Yet their purpose is not to heal.
The pharmaceutical companies...
It's a deception.
Yeah. The pharmaceutical companies would not be able to be pharmaceutical companies that are thriving business-wise if they healed everybody. Because if everybody was healed, there would be no need for you to still take a pill.
Right.
So their thing is, they literally set it up to where they said, okay, we gotta make drugs that will only treat these states of being at dis-ease, and we have to make sure that the medications, just like what I was reading a second ago, have to be able to have a certain level of dependency to keep them coming back. Like we keep on talking about how we got our brothers and sisters that's serving on the block, like Rick Ross say, he keep them coming back. He keep them coming back. No, the pharmaceutical companies keep them coming back, because the doctors there, they'll tell you certain stuff like, hey, you got your blood pressure is crazy. We're gonna have to put you on this medication so we can, blood thinners and all kind of stuff. And now you got a whole nother problem. So they keeping you coming back because you done caused another problem. Now you got to go get another pill. And we don't want to live that way. We want to live, but we don't want to live independence like that. We want to be independent.
Out of dependent.
That's right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess probably to in a sense, as they would say, sum it up, because you have truly added a lot of a wealth of knowledge, to us.
Image out.
Okay. You want to share that? Let's see, what's that?
That hashtag Obama Free Dr. York. We still got a little bit of time. We want to make sure that you get that understanding. We want the President of the United States that's still here to exercise the practice that he has, or the ability that he has to be able to grant a pardon and clemency. Because our master teacher, Dr. Malachi York, you can go to change.org.
Okay.
Search up under Broussard, Broussard, and then look for the petition that says, "Pardon Dr. York, a chance for change for us all, and for us, a chance to change." So please go check that out if you're in my family, because first and foremost, the way you hear me talking about defining these words and knowing that language is key, and having an understanding of looking towards, our own ancestral knowledge, and having a real understanding of the sources of religion as we know it. Literally, I was taught by the master teacher, Dr. Malachi York. So with that being said, we of course want his freedom, because he helped us to be able to free ourselves.
Okay. So any let's say closing words to help your family and friends understand what they'll donate towards.
All right,
and
please
share.
do like
or better yet, because you pretty much said that, just give them again the importance of why your family, should support you, help you.
Yeah, it's Veterans Day. It's interesting. in 2000, when I graduated from high school, I was getting ready to go off into the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew that, okay, you're going to the Marine Corps, you're going to have to be gone for 3 months at least for recruit training. I had a bunch of different people's perspectives coming at me. Some people were saying they were worried about going into the Marine Corps, it might make you crazy. Others were extremely proud, like, oh, you're about to go and fight for your country and you're about to go and get some discipline and things of that nature. So I really feel a whole lot the same way right now, because when I go to Africa, I'm going to be going to go train. I'm going to be literally living there for the next 3 months. Within this time frame, I'm going to be missing my oldest son's birthday. But I'm doing all this so that I'll be able to, like I said, get back before my birthday on April 1st of 2017. So I'll be able to be in the pinnacle of health to be able to continue to see more birthdays of my children and myself. So if you were proud of me when I was going off for 3 months to go into the Marine Corps so I can go and fight and possibly die for this particular country, then I ask for that same support for you to go and share this information, because I'm about to be going off for 3 months to go and train so that I'll be able to fight, not only for my own health, but for the health of our community and for the strength of my family as we continue to move with our family business and all the other things that we're going to be able to bring back with us. We're coming back with something. We're not going on some vacation. This ain't going to be fun and games for me. This is going to be work. This is going to be learning. This is going to be training. And this is my health and my life that I'm talking about. So it's very serious to me. So if I'm serious to you, if I mean anything to you, if you are my friend, family member, you know, if I've ever done anything that has impacted you in a positive way, then please share this information about what's going on with my particular GoFundMe campaign. That's GoFundMe.com.
Another one of his tooth came out because of a popcorn seed.
Excuse me. That's wonderful.